Big up Tottenham 3, Frankfurt 2. That was, that was a bit nervy at the end there.
You know what? It's about time we saw an exciting game with Spurs. We never thought it'd be like this. Difficult, lethargic first few minutes. Dyer had a shocker. Frankfurt scored. But, absolutely brilliant comeback from Spurs. Sonny looking electric. Frankfurt going down to 10 men and then conceding a really weak corner from which they scored and made it a lot harder than what it should have been.
Yeah, look, first of all, big up from Drew Shell. We should sign that Kamada bloke. Look, everyone in the chat is feeling the same as kind of what we were. Harry Kane probably had the worst two minutes in the Spurs shirt towards the end of that game, would you say? With that missed penalty and that fizz across the box. But look, we've got the win. Like you said, it was an exciting game. Who impressed you tonight?
Sonny, obviously, having a good game. He's had his 15-minute cameo against Leicester, but didn't really show up in the next couple of games. Well, didn't say show up. Not show up, that's a bit unfair. Didn't reach the standards of that 15-minute cameo. But he looked on form today, man. He linked up with Harry really well as usual, like the good old days. And I think Højbjerg again, like I say, underrated, consistently underrated player within our ranks, and I think he did absolutely brilliant today. But yeah, Sonny for me, head and shoulders above anyone, and I think that first goal really brought the best out of him. But that second goal, that left foot volley, wow, and that's the Sonny we want to see for the rest of the players for the rest of the season. There were some couple of iffy performances as well. Question mark over Hugo again.
Yep. 100%. Looking at the stats, everyone's giving Cess 9.22. Not sure what that's all about. But yeah, Sonny by far and away is. I don't know who got man of the match, but surely it's got to be Sonny.
Yeah.
For the goals. Looking at the game, 51% possession, 11 shots apiece, 8 on target versus Frankfurt 6, 5 corners to 4. 13 fouls to 15. What did you think again of? We're critical of the referee's performance in the Premier League and the lack of consistency that we see week in, week out. What do you think of his performance tonight?
First of all, Kaylee Davis, another super chat. Big up. Hate to say it, but the ending was vintage Spursy. Don't like a word, but I know what you're trying to say. Big up. And another one from Tim Langford. Ben and Sim out. You boys rock. Cheers from Texas. We'll pass on your message. Big up to you. Thank you for everyone's support. I'm not going to get reprimanded by UEFA or FIFA if I say anything bad about a referee. He was shit today.
Yep.
I believe he was on the bribe. I'll say it. I think UEFA paid him.
The bribe.
Yeah, I think he's on the take. No, I think he was absolutely shocking. That it should have been 2 red cards. Hasibi.
Yep, Hasibi
should have had the second yellow. He should have had 3 yellows. To be fair, the one where he took Kane down, and the one he took Sonny down, and I think he went down injured on purpose, knowing full well that VAR can't get involved. They can't get involved in the second yellow or potential yellow decision. And the referee was just going to chicken out. I thought the referee was absolutely shit today.
Yeah.
And should not ever referee a European game. It's a Champions League, man. We should have Champions League referees. And he was shocking.
Yeah.
Absolutely shocking.
I think. Yeah. Look, I think you're. I think you're 100% correct. Like you said, that he was giving fouls, not giving fouls, giving yellow cards. There was no consistency. And I just think that didn't really help the game. Nor's the talking in the background. I can't hear myself think.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sammy and Jake.
Yeah.
Big up, you guys. Tottenham are now top of the group. We'll just looking at it. We go. Obviously, we don't play Champions League next week. We play the week after.
Yeah. Is it a Wednesday we play or Thursday?
We play on a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
Tuesday or Wednesday. We don't play Thursdays.
We don't play
Which North London
Thursdays.
team plays? Oh, yeah, right.
Arsenal.
Okay. Yeah,
Arsenal,
okay, yeah. Cool.
So look, we're top of the group. Could it have been more convincing? The yellow card, obviously 2 yellow cards in 3 minutes for Tutor.
I think you're kind of letting it off a bit lightly. It should have been. It should have been. You know, the amount of times we were 2-on-1, 3-on-2 towards the end of the game. Kane's last-ditch pass, his penalty. Hill was through a couple of times. I think it was absolutely, disappointing that we didn't get any more goals. And it's not a 3-2 game, man.
No.
It's not a 3-2 game. And Conte won't be happy with that. Dyer going off, maybe. We did make quite a few changes. I think the 10-man opposition kind of helped that. If it was 11 against 11, I'm sure we would have waited till it was 4 or 5 maybe, because we were playing that well.
Yeah, I mean, we had plenty of chances towards the end of that second half. The first, it kind of ignited. There was obviously the chance right at the start, nothing in between. And then the last 5-6 minutes, it kind of all happened. There was obviously the penalty. I mean, we've all said it. If you were wanting, if you were putting your house or your mortgage or anything else on Harry Kane to score, it would certainly be a penalty. And he just, I don't know, he just blasted it when he didn't need to. Obviously, then he was clear, and there was that challenge. Yeah. There was that chance, and Hill was in the middle, and it wasn't tall enough, or it was played a little bit too hard. That's the kind of thing. I mean, let's say we got away with it in that respect, but you're right, it wasn't a 3-2 game. No. We should have put it to bed. And we had plenty of chances again to put it to bed. But like you said, Sonny came off, Richarlison came off. Yeah. Skippy hadn't played, Hill's hardly played, Moura's hardly played. Sanchez in the middle of that defence just goes to show that we hope nothing happens to Eric Dyer. Yeah. Because if it does, then, we looked really shaky at the back after that happened. And we know why he did it, because Dyer was on a yellow card. And we wanted to do it. Højbjerg, Bentancur were fantastic again in that centre of midfield. And yeah, I mean, look, I mean, you're not going to believe it. Obviously, we saw the Liverpool 1-7-1. Barcelona 3-3 draw. Wow. They scored, Lewandowski scored in the 92nd minute after Inter had taken lead in the 89th minute. So Barcelona still have a chance of qualifying.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Which is unbelievable.
Couple of super chats. First from Karate.
Karate or karate?
Karate. Could be karate. Okay. Emerson 3, Kane 5, Lloris 5. Big up for the super chat. I agree with Emerson and Lloris. Kane, I think a bit harsh. I don't think his penalty miss should deter from the fact he did have a good game and he did play well, link up well with Sonny today. But yeah, it was a shocking miss. And Real Nate 7, Kane can't play full games anymore. I don't know if it's a fitness problem. He does play every single game, and to be fair, when he ran through towards the end, there was a bit of energy about him. Yeah. But it was a tired pass into Hill, would you say?
Yeah.
But yeah, big up for the super chats. One more here from Kanine Taki. Almost a Spursy way to end the match. I don't know our word, man. Yeah. Spursy, but I can see where you're coming from. Big up, Mr. Taki, Mrs. Taki.
Mr. and
Mrs. Taki.
Taki. Tippy Taki.
Yeah, Taki.
So look, we've got the win. Week off, not from a game, but week off from the Champions League. What do you say? Sporting lost 2-0 tonight to Marseille at home. And they were down to 9 men, so they're going to be missing some key personnel next week. So,
yeah.
Do we think we'd do what we should have done and get the job done, get to 10 points?
Cold light of day, a win's a win, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we needed that win, especially with the games coming up against the 2 teams that are directly below us. So, yeah, an important win. A good performance till the last, 10 or so minutes. It should never have finished the way it did. But, yeah, a win-win, top of the league, top of the group, sorry. And I think it's onwards and upwards. And, and a good win before our a game against Everton at the weekend.
Absolutely. Right. Thank you to everyone in the chat. We've had over 2,000 people tonight.
Wow.
We've got 1,100 people liking. There's still time
Brilliant.
to like just before we finish. We will be going into the post-match fan show shortly afterwards. The link will be in the community section. Bob, thank you for tonight. It's been a pleasure. Another win, undefeated in the Champions League home games.
Absolutely.
With 2 wins out of 2. We
2
are,
wins
aren't
out of 2, man. Come on, we've got to do it again.
we got. We are. Aren't we?
Don't leave me hanging.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, we will. Me and Bob will be back for the sporting game in a couple of weeks. But yeah, thank you all for joining us. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.